Hello, React Subscribe. What's up? Oh, whoops. Let me change my headline. Whoops. There we go. What's up, React Subscriber? Could I react back with another reactive video? It's been a hot minute since the reactive video. Last time was the best version that to Final Face the game series. The series on physical one. So yeah, on the last FNAF game series. So yeah, for now. But now about the film series with this time I've missed this showcase with. I'm glad we're finally getting a film series this because this we've been doing for no film series in this it's like episode for like ever. Because it was the last time that we had a film series Mr. Focus was like doing like episode 2 or like 3. And then we're like episode 6. So yeah, we really do for one. And I have my own say for what, the big reveal's gonna be with I guess we'll say now that I say that taxes in it I created by Kane. So we'll see about that during the next episode. I'm excited for episode 7. But yeah, we think next month in October Halloween, so excited for. But this Friday we're getting the pilot episode of the news I got by to his mind booked on Our House. Not a 10 to 4 episode. I'm really excited for that back to it. This comes Saturday, September 20th on my Google Business Backup account. We're excited. It better be Friday become a person that booked on Our House. So yeah, if first time to subscribe and you'll see they said that they were wrong about missing those first. I wonder what they were wrong about. Because again, I was really one time I series that I say taxes and that created by Kane. So I wonder what film series got wrong. So yeah, I just get it. This was a big one. This is a big 25 minutes one. So yeah, it was a guy's a long one because that's what I had to catch up on.
I was wrong about the.
I can't hear anything. Oh, I have the time mute for some reason. Oh, I let me try again. I don't know how to time mute it.
I was wrong about the amazing digital circuit. Everything I thought I knew about
it might be likely about me. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I knew it's been like at least almost a year. Or over a year, say the first year I said amazing digital circuit series.
Turned upside down. So today, let's see what's gone right and just how much I've gotten wrong. Hello, internets! Welcome to Film Theory, the show that's just falling into its archetype. So I want to be honest with you, loyal theorists. I want to be a little vulnerable here. It's been just about a year since we've covered this to talk about.
I don't know if it's been that long. I was thought that that was before the first Book of Bill series, the Arcane series. I didn't realize it's been that long. What did it take them so long to get to the next phase of the circus? I remember the FNAF movie series. But what has it been almost a year? But almost, I think, like, we said it had to wait a year to get to the next phase. People can really do like schedule better, please. Also, like more series, like more clear stars apart from Amazing Circus, because we've only had one more Tom series, and I only kind of want like some series like film series on Gaslight District, and it's a new this how we're getting this Friday, and that's a temporary. So yeah. Anyways.
If you don't know, the amazing digital created by the talented Gooseworks. We did several theories about it over the years, but
I thought it was 2. But oh no. Capital was saying about like 2 days ago, but I didn't do it good. What did we I'm saying this. Why did we get a film series after that 3 episode or after our entire episode? So this I'm gonna say this right now. I 100%, 1,000,000,000% definitely say this is gonna be a multi-part series. Because I don't think they can like get up like all 3 episodes, but about all 3 episodes. And that's one series. It has to be a 3-part. So I think this first might be say what I said about 3 episodes. The next one might be say what I said about the untitled episode, then the next one, 2 weeks, be about the recent episode. Because there's no way they can like theorize on like all the episodes and just like one episode. I hope that does happen. So that's like I always make a 3-part series. Because I want this series to be focused on the fast food episode, then the next series focus on the untitled episode, and the last series be focused on the recent episode. So that would put us, let's see, September 21st, September 28th, then that's it put us until 4th will actually be perfect time, like, so, because I'll be getting closer to the next episode. So I think that's what can happen. I hope it does anyways. I hope it's just like a 3-part series. I won't actually matter if it is a 3-part series anyways.
Be intimidating. This show and the artists who work on it.
What do you mean?
On it,
Come on, stop that again.
Full of creative energy. They've thrown out so many ideas that felt like great hooks for theories. So naturally, we grasped onto a lot of them. Admittedly, a lot of the theories we made are a bit out there. I mean, Pomni is an evil AI, and the digital circus is literally hell. Well, given the current state of AI, maybe that's not too far from being realistic. But the point is that we took a lot, and as you'd expect with a lot of big swings, some of those were big misses. And oh boy, did the comments sure let us know that. If there's one thing I've learned over the past couple of years with this show, it's that the fan base of the amazing of these characters. And you know what? I respect that a lot. I get it. The vibe and tone of the digital circus captured a lot of what I'm sure an entire generation has felt over the past 5 years in a way that I haven't seen in a decade. That's worth feeling protective of.
Again, oh my gosh. I don't have that.
And a series that I really do miss. I loved talking about it, and I want to make more theories about it. But at the same time, I want to level set. I want to rethink how and why we approach this series and we theorize about it. So here I want to do today, loyal theorists. I want to go back and look at all of our theories about the amazing digital circus. Go through them and look at them with the additional information we've gotten over the past 3 episodes and see if any of them actually hold up. Spoiler alert, I think a couple of them were really, really solid. And a lot of them didn't pan out. The charitable way to put it. We'll also catch ourselves up on the big revelations the show has given us and see if we can figure out the direction the series is headed using all of this new information. And hey, maybe, just maybe, we'll figure out the best way to make new theories about this show. Sound good? Well, I hope so. Put your ideas in the suggestion box, loyal theorists, as we dive into adventure with the amazing digital circus. So just real quick, our first few theories about this series actually came out back when Matt was hosting the show, so don't get whiplash if you hear his voice while I pull quotes from them. Also, a lot of them were made when we basically had zero of the show beyond. I'm going to be blasting through a few of them pretty quickly just to save time and help our editors out. I mean, I can tell by the script link that this video is already very long. All right, so what's up first?
Everything in the show is literally a video game set in the late 1990s.
Yeah, this one's pretty self-explanatory and also pretty...
This is the bump, but not a video game. Okay, I'm gonna go. This can be long for you. I could explain this thing. I can't feel good. But from what Tex says in the recent episode, like, they're like, I still think that could still be true because it would make sense, like in a video game, like you know. But it's just an entire like fan game made on Mesa that Doggo played, Society Doggo. So I still kind of do believe this theory. But I want to see why Lee thinks it's debunked. But I just believe that theory that it's a 90s game.
Thoroughly debunked. Not only do the characters talk about technology and use slang from the modern age,
and posting videos of it online.
Right, that. It was the 1990s part. But well, we have to been. I feel like at times I feel field games. Let me say this: field games did break the fourth wall sometimes. these bad control. I know you channel lost some time, but how many like what's it feel sometimes if your games broke up fourth wall? One that's coming right now from that game. Simpsons field game broke like the fourth wall. Then like Alan Wake played the fourth wall, and then what's that one Treasure Planet one? So you know what? I still think it's a field game, but I think it's more like a more modern field game. But it could still be a field game because field games are broken like the full form of time. Attacks if a good form says himself in the recent episode that his other type is to break the freaking fourth wall. So let's get more, it told us that this is a game that breaks the fourth wall. So I still believe it's a field game, but like a more modern field game, And that's a 1990s one, though.
YouTuber. It's kind of cringe.
But there's also a gravestone in episode 3 reading R.I.P. Peggy 2019 to 2022. So yeah, there you go. Maybe the Digital Circus was made in the 90s itself, but the series is more or less set in the modern day. That's what I'm saying. Though I will say the Digital Circus being a game from the 90s would really help them out with like plenty of placement, right? Like just think of the gateway PCs or Nokia phones that could get in here. Or hey, what are those? Is that some limited time Groony Smith Apple Groons gummies? The partner for today's theory? Why yes!
Placement in here somewhere. Freaking sorry, y'all. Give me a minute. Windows right here. All right.
Let's get back into the amazing Digital Circus. All right, so which theory is up next?
Pomni helped create this hell simulation.
Create a simulation. No, I don't believe that. I think for me, like what my reasoning was, and that was so silly, but Pomni helped. Does that make any sense? Because if he created, is he wanna know like why? So he'd be like, huh? How did I get here? What? Like it was her creation. So what's like, how did I get here? If she created it. So I think, I don't remember my map, but that doesn't sound like a stupid theory in like general, because this makes no sense. But maybe Lee has some reasoning behind it. I don't know.
Here was that Pomni was a programmer at CNA, the people we think created the Digital Circus. And our main bit of evidence came from how Pomni reacts to seeing the recreation of the computer and desk with the VR headset while she's running through the back rooms in episode 1. However, just like that first mini theory, this one is completely debunked. In episode 5, we get a great scene with everyone at a noir-themed bar, and we get a glimpse at a lot of their backstories, including Pomni's. Here, she explains,
I was an accountant for a supermarket chain.
And she ended up in the Digital Circus because
I sometimes got bored of things, and I would seek out mild thrills like exploring abandoned buildings and posting videos of it online.
The implication put on the headset and got sucked into the circus, not that she helped make it. It's a pretty open and shut case there, honestly. Also, this explains the little mental breakdown we see in the backroom section of the circus that Kane created. It wasn't her getting triggered by her workstation, but instead having that mental break, recognizing the building she broke into and the headset she put on that got her trapped in this mess to begin with. Also, a little bit of a tangent, but I have to say, I loved this little scene at the noir bar, just letting the characters talk and learn about each other. We'll be back here to talk about this again, I'm sure about it. Okay, so our third theory from back in the day.
All the characters aren't actually humans trapped inside the Digital Circus.
So the long and short of this, we believed that instead of the humans keeping the headsets on as their brains are being used by the circus, Sword Art Online style, they were instead copied and turned into their characters in the cast. Real talk, this one a big swing, even back then, and there isn't a ton of hard evidence for it as the series has gone on. Really, the biggest piece of evidence that we don't see any bodies attached to the headsets in the real world could just be explained away with cartoon logic. Like, hey, they just got digitized and literally sucked into the computer like Tron or Digimon. Don't worry about it. Don't think too hard. The whole idea that they're just digital brain clones is an extra layer of complexity that, at this point, probably would not really make sense for this story since they haven't explored that at all yet. So yeah, sure, this theory could still be true, but there's no real reason for it. All right, so last up in the era of Matt, we've got...
The amazing Digital Circus is, quite literally, hell.
Yeah, okay, that is still very funny, and this episode was incredible, theorist.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Okay, here's the thing. I don't know. I mean, it could be. I could because the only reason that because of the Cain and Abel, you can't ignore that. Cain, the CNA, Cain, Abel, Cain, probably Cain up because they could have made like the thief killer guy like anything else, but they decided to name him Cain. And I still believe that. But Cain's like the god of this woods, which I think is true. And then there's some freaking last up a bit at the end of the first episode. We can't ignore that. I still believe this series, I think, but I don't know if I don't know, it's like more episodes like proving that, like. Well, of course, there's the Halloween episode where they live to go to hell. It's not really funky, but I don't know. I don't think that's what it is. Even though I don't know. I want to at least say that because I still think that this theory could be true.
Out of context fodder. Now, to be clear, this one was always out there, and we knew it. It was more of a fun side thought based on a bunch of parallels with Christian mythology that we noticed. I mean, we even say as much in that actual episode if you go back and watch it. The evidence we pulled was mostly symbolic. Tommy wears the same colors that many depictions of Jesus do. The characters are deliberately arranged similar to the famous Last Supper painting. That thematically, this theory is still pretty solid. Like, obviously, the circus isn't literally an embodiment of the Christian hell, but the parallels are clear, and metaphorically, it very much is. And this crazy idea was later validated, even if just a little, by episode 3 of the series. The one where Pomni and Kinger go to a version of hell during an adventure and fight a biblically accurate angel. So yeah, fun idea, thematically on point, but not super serious or relevant to the future of the show. Oh, and a little bit of an aside here, because there's not really a better place to mention this in the rest of the episode, but perhaps the best bit of new evidence for this part of the whole theory? Well, we connected Cain and the company that created the digital circus, CNA, and Abel. And in the latest moment where Cain pulls out some pictures of the CNA office and just looks at them. It's a bit difficult to read his exact emotions here because, he's a set of teeth and a pair of eyeballs, but there is some sort of recognition, which, hey, makes sense because he would need to know about these offices to create the backrooms from episode 1. At the very least, we can confidently say that this particular connection between Cain and CNA is a thread that this series will continue pulling. Okay, so that's one of our more silly theories down, but what about something a bit more serious? What's next?
One of these characters in the Amazing Digital Circus is an AI imposter.
Okay.
Yep,
right.
yep. Oh, please say tax. Please say tax. Please say tax. Please say tax. Oh, please say tax. That's why I say tax is an AI created by Cain. That's what he says. See what he says.
Next up is our theory that one of the quote-unquote human characters is actually an evil AI that's infiltrated the cast to torture them. And the most likely suspect, Jax. Now, I believe this was the case for many reasons. Most of which I thought were understandable.
You better not.
First
you
off,
better not take that back. He's also about to lag. You better not take that back. You better not say, but. You best to that series. I think 1,000,000% the wizard have to confirm it because tax when he going like pay down. Lucy calls the people with the circus. It's like play things. Like if that's confirm that tax in the AI creates torso created by Cain. And I know people are are surprised the reason that tax got so upset because Ted had to finish for but I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. Plus, think about it. Think about the first time I was taking AI. I think a question. The first one was Gamiku was that Gamiku from episode 2. We possible that would come back to circus here for, but then can't end up by destroying us. So I think. Just remind me of Doug Good's Club for a minute, but I'm not gonna go there. No. This is game theory. This film theory, not game theory. I hope that's it, but because I 100% believe this theory that tax It's an AI created by Kane. He better not say but. He better not say but. He better not say but. Come on, Lee. Come on. This is the one. This is like the 100% the one I hope he sticks with.
NPC had come into the circus at some point.
I know you guys love your NPCs, but if I start losing track of who's a human and who's an NPC, who knows what could happen?
And a lot of time in the episodes were spent saying either just how good the AI in the circus has gotten,
I'm testing out a new AI. It should be 57 times more immersive.
or showing just how human a lot of the AI characters like Gummy Goo could act when given the chance.
Doesn't matter in the slightest. I'm nothing. My life, my memories, my friends. So fake.
Seriously,
So,
this show
just like Kamiku, Pomni also got along like really well with Tax, the recent episode, where they teamed up together. Because Lizzie Pomni could tell before Wegasa, but with the Wegasa, like, I guess said no. Well, yeah, Pomni was trying to Lizzie team with Wegasa, but Wegasa ended up teaming with Kingle, right? Yeah. So because of that, Pomni with Tax. And Tax was the one that actually made Pomni go evil. So I thought the opposite of Gummy Goo actually, because and with Gummy Goo it was Pomni that I guess the feelings for Gummy Goo at first, but this time it's Tax. But I still think it's the opposite of Gummy Goo.
was just dripping with the theme that the human characters and the AI aren't actually all that different. And what better way to build on that than them is an AI. Jax made the most sense to me. He was antagonistic, excited to go on the adventure so that he could torture his fellow castmates. They ignored the laws of physics in ways that the other characters didn't really seem to. Was the only main human character interested in food, something only NPCs were interested in up until that point, and was the only character in the cast outside of NPCs like Kane and Bubble that could break the fourth wall and look or talk directly to the audience. At the time, combined with all of those thematic parallels, I really thought that this one made sense and was going to pan out. But, well, it's very clear.
Don't say but! Lee! Don't make me say MatPat. Don't make me take MatPat back in there, because MatPat by 20 is retirement. Sorry, MatPat, he'll be retiring retirement. Don't make me say that! Yes, I will.
Not the case now that we have more episodes. Most of those quirks turned out to be just that, quirks. He likes food just because it's something to do and enjoy in this digital world. Being mean to the others is straight up a character flaw he's taken on himself because he feels like it's his archetype.
We're still people, though, right?
I thought we were at first, but as time goes on, we just end up falling into our archetypes, become part of the machine.
What's your archetype, then? The villain?
Man, Pastely would have pointed at this line and screamed, see, he's part of the machine. He's basically admitting he's an AI.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Present enlightenedly sees this for what it is. A human character who's been beaten down so much, he doesn't see a point in fighting against the machine that's assisting him. Okay, so what about the defying physics then? Well, mostly that was just for the lulz, and it's not something I think the other characters couldn't do if they really wanted to. See, one of the moments that really stood out to me in this latest episode was this right here. After getting hurt before the in-house gun adventure, Ragatha starts out with one fewer life than everyone else, but Kinger has a solution.
Oh, I got just the
Butterfly.
Here, take this.
Wait, what did you just do?
It's a butterfly. It can restore your health.
Did Kane mention that?
Oh, nah. I made it up.
Yeah, Kinger straight up made up a new rule in the circus and restored health in one of the games. To me, this isn't saying that Kinger is special or anything like that.
When we add to that post, like, wait, this is good for the Kingo's also an AI? But no, I don't think Kingo's an AI. I don't think so.
Telling me that the cast have way more control here than they probably think they do. Something also supported in the previous episode when they could vote on changing the other castmates, like turning Jax into a vegan.
I'm calling a vote. Let's skip this one. And also make Jax a vegan for the rest of the day.
You can't do that.
So all of the physics-defying stuff Jax was doing, it was literally just because he wanted to. Just like the butterfly restoring health and other smaller things, like Jax and Pawnee shooting the guns all cool.
These are test series. None of this confirmed. These are test series. So it could turn out that Lee is 100% wrong, which I think he is. I hope he is, because I want that we feel that Tax is in the icon by Kane. Remember, these are test series, not to confirm it's a test series. We're gonna remember that in the day that these are test series. Like none of this real, none of this confirmed. All this is test series. All right. So take what Lee is saying now with a grain of salt. All right.
Like just because they can. But more than any of this, the thing that really disproves Jax is an AI. Jax clearly has a human backstory because it seems like he was brought into the circus with a friend, or at the very least became good friends with another character before the start of the series. This character was likely named Ribbit, as we learned from a Tumblr post from Gooseworks, and he had Kaufmo. We see Jax look at Ribbit's door, sadly, and he becomes upset when anything regarding the character is mentioned, which, hey, understandable if your best friend basically died right in front of you and there was nothing you could do about it. This is why he's so detached from the others, why he didn't attend Kaufmo's funeral, why he's embraced being the antagonistic funny guy. He just doesn't want to feel this pain again, because if he does, well, we see at the end of the last.
Yeah. Oh, dang, he missing it. I was kind of missing. I got distracted a bit at the end of the recent episode. Yeah, at that point I was like, wait, are we actually getting enough distracted to last like 2 minutes of this episode? I think King will be the next one that's gonna distract. Which I think Lee will get to in a minute. Really, I think this is gonna be a much more. So you guys 2.5 minutes up, but I think after Kingo tax, we could definitely the next one to distract like 100%. So I'm actually believing it. Ugh, Lee, what are you doing to me? I'm sorry about to believe for this because if he did, I was like one person, Ribbit or whatever that fucking good name is. Then yeah. And again, tell the theory, I don't believe that Jax is an AI. If you hate that, then y'all can also up. Or just not watch this video, you know. There's like 300 other videos on my town, over 300 videos on my town. So yeah. Y'all just watch this one.
Early pulls himself back, a storyline I expect will be coming back to in future episodes. Ironically, this kind of makes Jax the most human character of them all, doesn't it? But that theory wasn't alone, it was part of a pair. So, up next...
Is Pomni from the Amazing Digital Circus an AI imposter?
Yes, of course, one of my more infamous theories here. Pomni is actually an evil AI. But hey, like this one, yeah, they were totally going down this route, dude.
Today, I'm just gonna be evil. Those other fools better watch their tails because they're going to face the wrath of Pomni the Evil!
I'm taking my head so hard right now. I knew. What did I literally freaking say? What did I freaking say like a few minutes ago? Doesn't confirm that it's evil. Let's confirm that theory. I think.
See, that's why she has the evil arc in one of these episodes. I'm not crazy.
You're crazy, Lee. You're crazy.
But for real, this idea was a stretch even back when we made it. I mean, we even said as much in the episode. A big component of this theory was about looking at the science of artificial intelligence, how it works, and then applying that knowledge to the Amazing Digital Circus to see if anything fit. There were some cases where they kind of did, if you squinted a little bit, and combined with the idea from the previous theory that someone was likely an AI, that was the backbone of this one. But yeah, this is absolutely not the direction the series went. Outside of looking at the technology of AI, probably the biggest evidence I saw for this was just how much we saw Pomni empathizing with NPC characters like Gummy Goo. Again, I saw this as Glitch setting up the idea that the AI and humans aren't so different, with Pomni directly as the bridge between the two, but that's just not the case. I feel very confident that Pomni is exactly who she appears to be, a very normal human with the very normal human backstory we've heard in the newer episodes. all of that empathy she was showing Gummy Goo, it was just Pomni being empathetic and setting up those tools of empathy to be used with other characters like Kinger, Ragatha, and Jax later in the show. This is a situation where I really just have to use Occam's razor. This is a philosophical and problem-solving tool that states that the simplest answer is most often the most likely answer. So, is Pomni an evil AI? No, she's just an empathetic person. Though I do have to say, it feels like the show is really rubbing both being Jax as an AI and Pomni as an AI theory in my face with this scene in particular.
Daisy. Start singing that.
If you don't know, this is a song called Daisy Bell, and it's significant because it was actually the first song that was ever reproduced digitally. Yeah, back in 1961, IBM programmed one of their computers to sing it, demonstrating early speech synthesis.
Daisy, give me your answer, go.
And the song was later included as part of the computer character HAL 9000 in 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer, go.
So, like, come on, man. This is clearly just a fun little Easter egg, but dude, Hastily would have eaten that up as part of those old theories. All right, so cool. That theory is behind us. What's next?
I need a living host in order to escape the Hall of the Damned, and your bodies will be my only means of doing so.
This is the key to the entire future of this series.
Yeah, it's our theory that the amazing digital circus is actually out to steal your soul. So this one is a bit complicated, but the TLDW, I was trying to piece together what happens to cast members after they abstract, and using the adventures that Kane was coming up with as a sort of rubric for the overall plans of the circus. This was humanizing the human characters, and when they eventually abstract from that loss of humanity, I thought the raw computing their brains was being added.
There we go. You're back. Stop freaking lagging.
Body. This was represented by the storyline that Pomni and Kinger follow in the spooky haunted house adventure Kane makes, with a dark spirit trying to escape from its hellish prison. Looking back, I actually think that a lot of the pieces we put together here do make a lot of sense given the knowledge of the series we had at the time. So go check out that theory if you want the full context. But that being said, with these 3 additional episodes, that just doesn't seem to be the direction that the amazing digital circus is headed. Like, if this was indeed the long-term storyline of the series, we would have seen way more buildup of this idea, but all we've gotten instead was acknowledgement that Kane knows about stuff in the outside world. There really just haven't been any more hidden messages about a deeper AI entity, or any more exploration of abstraction, and whether or not that influences the circus. And if that was the long-term play, we absolutely would have gotten more of it by now. But instead, we're 2/3 of the way through this thing, and that's basically all we've gotten. Instead, this show is way more interested in exploring its individual characters and their dynamics, which, hey, leads us to the next theory.
Kinger is going to be a tragic character with a tragic end.
Yep, it's our little character study about Kinger's backstory and his eventual fate in the show. If you missed this one, I believed that Kinger was some sort of bigwig at CNA with a past that he'd rather forget. And that past was likely getting his wife involved with the digital circus, which would eventually lead to her death through abstraction. This was based off of his appearance, his similarities to the character Theodore Mildenhall in one of the adventures, his competence with guns, and how other characters prod about the loss of his wife. We also speculated that he'd be the next character to abstract themed socks on the Glitch store that use Kinger and Queenie's color scheme, so it just made sense. So overall, I'm still really proud of this theory. I think it's really solid stuff, even if some of the smaller details might be off or need to change thanks to new information we've gotten since episode 3. Like, merch might not necessarily be the indicator of what Glitch plans to do with these characters like I thought at the time. I mean, they're selling plushies of Pomni dressed up as Jax and Pomni as a hamster, stuff that is more symbolic or clearly non-canon, but just totally cute. And given that Jax seems to be on the brink of abstraction himself, well, Kinger might not be next on the chopping block, but I can still definitely see a future where this is the eventual fate for our level chess piece. Now, looking back at all of these theories, what's panned out, and what hasn't this show. And I do have an idea. It mostly comes from something said recently about the series.
Lagging? Oh my fucking god! That's always just forget your laptop. It's like it's so freaking bad that I can't. Sorry.
Check it.
I'm really excited for the reaction to that one.
It's gonna piss off.
It's gonna make people mad. It's only gonna piss off the right people.
Okay, so right off the bat, this could mean a lot of things. The people who could get mad at this upcoming episode could come from a wide gamut. Like, will it be Jax fans getting angry? There have been several camps of Jax stands that have swung back and forth at being angry and elated at the direction his character has gone. Or heck, maybe it could be people abstract. Or the people getting mad could be shippers, people who want Jax and Pomni to get together, or any other combination of characters. But another option I think is worth exploring here, well, what if the people who are going to get mad are theorists? Don't get me wrong, I don't think Gooseworks or anyone else at Glitch for that matter are making their shows with like me in mind, with these channels in mind. That's ridiculous, and I actually know for a fact that a lot of them avoid theory videos from creators here on YouTube so it doesn't influence their writing. And I don't want to come across as thinking that these creators are talking about literally us here in these actual clips. That's not my intention. No, but I think even if that isn't what they meant, theorists could have the same reaction to the next few episodes as what they've described here. Really, the big takeaway I've had after sitting and thinking about this series over the past year, seeing new episodes drop and all of the commentary from Gooseworks and the other creators, is I don't think there is going to be a big theory to it. There is a or hidden story. The Amazing Digital Circus is exactly what it says on the tin.
Oh, there it goes again.
That follows. All while they're tortured by their AI overlord Kane, which means that they're getting to know each other better, revealing things about their backstories that they clearly haven't before, and are growing as people because of it. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't blame us online theorists for really jumping on this series. There were certainly a lot of seeds planted early on, and hell, even in recent episodes, that could grow into some crazy twist or unforeseen storyline that maybe, just maybe, you could suss out by putting the pieces together. But so far, the Amazing Digital Circus hasn't really seemed interested in following up on any of that. Well, at least the ones that aren't focused on character moments like Kinger's backstory. But the big stuff, like the hints that we picked up that one of the main cast is actually an evil AI toying with the humans, or that there's an evil AI buried deep in the circus that wants to escape, those just aren't threads they've pulled on, nor do I expect them to as the series goes forward. Like, at this point, it would be a really big turn into left field and probably make things worse for the overall story. And you know what? Good. That's a great thing. I mean, don't misunderstand. I love a good theory-driven show. Yes. Look at what channel you're on. But also, there comes a point in your life when you realize that not everything is a FNAF or a Gravity Falls. Not everything needs to have a story.
Oh my fucking god. Stop lagging! I'm about to throw away the forget laptop. I'm going to phone 2 times over. Say me lagging this much, man. It's nice, here sucks.
Just that simple. And honestly, that's a breath of fresh air. Like, I thought going in that the Amazing Digital Circus was going to be lost with a bunch of mysteries to solve and theories driving the online conversation, but instead we just got a good TV show. In retrospect, I think what I should have done with this series was really dig more into the characters, and I don't mean by trying to figure out like who's the backstories or issue dealing with. Just really do character studies on them, similar to what we did with Kinger last year, to see if we could figure out what the creators of the Digital Circus are saying with each of their cast members, instead of trying to make sense out of what they weren't saying. And you know, it might be worth going back and doing that now, examining this cast and doing some lore breakdowns and theorizing about each of them from there, you know, instead of going crazy with something just off the wall. So if you're interested in those, please let me know in the comments below. But until then, remember, the beauty of these channels is that it's always just a theory. A film theory. And cut.
Up next on Film Theory, the amazing digital circus has told us exactly who the next person to abstract is.
Yep, Kingle. I thought this will be typed out on the full test on the next series, which was the second episode, next will be the third episode. But my man was say Marty Paul said, but nope. And I'm glad I'm back, see if the series will write well. But I still really did believe Attacks is an AI on Played by Kane. Like that Kingle's me, that's what shows that the attack's gonna be after Kingle, so yeah. But what Chris said, that she was like gonna piss off like the white people. I guess I don't know, man. So I'm putting really mad at this on a coming episode. And I have a feeling that's gonna be maybe Toxic is gonna distract. Maybe I don't know. But we'll see. I'm excited. The episode next episode will be coming out in October during Halloween. But we're getting the Night of the 10th Wheel pilot this Friday, right into it. Saturday, September 20th. I'm a cool guy business backup account. I'm excited that if I could get up to the person that made our house. So it's gonna be a file. And yeah, I'm excited for it. And it was after the next episode I made some focus that they can keep doing the next episode of on Gaslight District. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna in this reaction here. This is my longest video to reaction 41 minutes. Jeez. Ugh, I guess I've had a lag. Yeah. Anyway, so don't forget to subscribe. And I know when the next reaction is gonna be. Probably representing not game series or film series, whatever. I don't know. Anyways, have a good rest of your day. I'll talk to you all soon. This is